Cheese. Y'all made me think, why we cheesing so much? Shout out to God of Smile, man. They're sponsoring this video. Stockton Dental Place, one of the best, if not the best, dental spot in Stockton, California. The doctor's son, Carlos, who runs the shop, big time Kings fan, loves his team. You guys should definitely support the local businesses. It really helps out the economy.
Awesome vibes.
Awesome vibes, just really good people, man. Shout out to them. Make sure to follow them on Instagram at gotta.smile. Lance Woods went there. He was smiling. I mean,
he made us smile too.
He made us smile. Seriously, man, Gotta Smile makes people smile, and that's all we can ask for. Shout out to them. So in today's video, in this series of Leo and E-Man putting on the GM caps, we are talking and discussing about the potential Steven Adams, which is playing in the background right now, and Kevin Love, both guys who will potentially be open in the trade market, and the Kings being big time players in terms of salary cap. They have about $60 million to spend, and we know that Oklahoma and Cleveland may want to have some cap relief. That means we can potentially take advantage, because we are in a more so in a win now mode than, I don't know if they're more than the Thunder, because the Thunder have Russell Westbrook and Paul George. So it's kind of tough to say they're more of a more win now than them, but definitely more in win now than Cleveland. How do I say it nicely? They suck. No. Who would you prefer? We'll start that way. Who would you prefer? Steve Adams?
It goes back to my point of what do I value most? If I value defense, rebounding,
they're both so different.
It's Steven Adams. If I value triple my offense, I value Kevin Love.
But it's not just that, he's a great rebounder.
I think he was a great rebounder.
You think he was?
I think he was.
I
haven't watched him since he's been in Cleveland. I'm gonna be honest.
He was injured most of last year.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah.
I completely forgot he was on the
draft. He was injured most of last year, and he was the best rebounder in the NBA. People forget that, and the fact that he's a lot more on the perimeter takes away. And trust me, when you run and gun, it's hard to be a great rebounder. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just rolling, right? Like, you're not really focusing on that. But I think both guys would fit. I know that K-Love is coming into a big-time contract, which really does scare me, because you have to think about Buddy Hield's extension, the Bogey coming up as an unrestricted free agent next year, and you got to think Fox. You have to think the future. Next year, Buddy will be eligible for the extension, which I think they will do. And you got all these things, man, that you got to think about. You have to be smart and not get yourself in trouble like the Thunder. They're trying to get rid of a mistake, per se, right? They tried it, right? Where it just didn't work out the past 2 years with Steven Adams. Very good basketball player. I'm super high. I think he'd be a nice fit for the next 2 years in Sacramento. Do I like him more than K-Love? I'm going to say yeah.
Same.
I'm going to go Steven Adams just because he has that size. He can play defense during the season, because in the playoffs he gets exposed a lot. And you don't have to run anything for him. He's always going to give you his best effort. That's something that you have to pride yourself on. Playing hard and being durable, to me, is a skill. Like, not everyone is Montrezl Harrell.
How old is he? I'm curious. Talking about durability.
He's under 30, for sure.
Okay.
He's for sure under 30.
There's no expectation for him.
Might be 27, 28.
Because my thing is,
he looks older than what he is, for sure.
If you get him running a lot, hopefully he don't get hurt.
And look at
your body.
What do we talk about with
I know,
but what do we talk about with Joe Morgan? If you give a guy an entire offseason and you put in his head, this is the type of offense you're gonna run, I feel like all these guys are capable of getting in shape that way. Okay. If you bring him in mid-year, your expectations are different. If your expectations are, you gotta be in shape, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, Luka Doncic highlights. No. Go back.
Change the
There.
Focus. You didn't see that.
Focus. I didn't see
Men in
Black. Shout out to Men in Black, who our guy Thor is gonna be the main dude.
Thor and the same girl from Ragnarok. So that was dope.
Just sidetrack story. Who's your favorite Marvel characters? Drop the comments below. Avengers real quick. They're coming out with what?
They're gonna re-release the Avengers with more footage and an end credit scene. I will go watch it too.
Yeah, we're like talking all this smack, but it's like, no, we're still gonna go watch it because they're trying to be Avatar. You said?
They're trying to be Avatar in terms of making more money.
That is crazy. The fact that they didn't beat him in the first round of preliminaries is insane to me.
Avatar, bro, it's crazy.
But going back to Steven Adams, I wouldn't make that deal. I think he fits with a Marvin Bagley, who, if you are in the philosophy of having him at the 4, he does fit that. And you bring in Harry Giles off the bench. You have a nice 3 big man rotation there.
I like it.
I like it.
The more you bring it up, the more.
And even if he does get benched down the road, he won't be the type of guy that will give you any issues. He's a coasted guy he's a consummate professional from the people that we've spoken to that cover the team in Oklahoma. You like those guys who are pros. They're there to do their jobs. They're there to be good teammates. He's a good teammate. Russell Westbrook loves him. Paul George loves him. You can't really ask for more. I think it makes sense. Now, who are the guys? We're thinking potentially a Bielitsa because of playing time. Now, he would be a nice fit in Oklahoma because he would be able to give Russell Westbrook and Paul George more of a lane to drive and open up their games because he can flat out shoot the ball. Something that Patrick Patterson hasn't been able to do for whatever reason. For a long time. We thought he'd be like the perfect 5 for that team, and he just can't shoot no more. We don't know what happened. But Bielitsa would clear all that mess up, all that combobulation in there, and he'd be a nice fit. You also throw in Yogi Ferrell in there because they're probably going to want to get rid of Dennis Schroeder as well. So it really comes down to how much money do the Kings want to absorb. And I'm okay with it because you're bringing in quality veteran players, right?
That's what they need. That's what Vladdy's looking for, apparently.
So Kevin Love, again, we're highlighting what he can bring is stretching out the floor. I do think he can rebound at a high level still. So if that's the issue.
Defensively, what do you think about Kevin Love?
Defensively is where I would be scared because Bagley's not a great defender. And Steven Adams, where the difference between him during the season, he's a very good defender. He's a very good post defender.
He's not the shot blocker, though. He'll change your shot type player.
Yes, like you won't see great shot blocking stats, but I've always said that's an overrated stat. Like if you block a shot but they keep the possession, they score on it, who cares? If you can change a shot and they miss a shot, then that matters to me. So that's for that reason alone, I would go Steven Adams. Now I'm not disregarding Kevin Love. I think he'd be a fabulous fit. He would rebound a lot better than what people give him credit for. But the thing is defense. Whatever injury he's had in the past, how will it affect him as he gets older? That does scare me. He's about to start a big time contract that Cleveland gave him after LeBron left. So yeah, it'd be tough. I don't know what team. Just like Chris Paul, we're hearing rumors that no team wants him. When the Lakers a week before the AD trade, they were offering the number 4 pick. How does that work? You know what I mean? Like, how does that make sense? He's a very good basketball player. He would make Phoenix an instant 32-win team. Now, I didn't say 42-win team, but I'd say they'd win 32 games because Chris Paul's that good. The thing with Chris Paul is, can he make it to the finals without getting injured? That's a tall task for a guy that's our height. Like, if I feel like shit today, waking up playing, I played twice yesterday. Woke up at 5. Was there hooping at the 6 a.m. session, went over Sac State, and I'm like, damn, like these guys do this for a living. Obviously, they're in better shape, but it takes a toll on your body. Mm-hmm. So if you expect them to go 82 games plus an extra whatever amount of games that you go in the playoffs, and it's a lot more physical in the playoffs, that's a hard thing to ask for Chris Paul. But during the season, I don't care how much he's getting paid. He's a valuable player. Like I would love him off the bench on the Kings, but ego comes into play. It's like he would not accept this role off the bench. And we'll talk about guys who I think is be good off the bench. Ricky Rubio, the type of guy. But we want to hear your thoughts about who would you rather have, Steven Adams or Kevin Love. We'll talk about Clint Capella on the next video. Again, we appreciate Gotta Smile. Make sure to follow them on Instagram. Cheese the whole way as you're typing in Gotta Smile. Cheese and hit that follow button. We appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you guys so much.